9 wins out of 10 games, top of the league, 4 points clear. The Emirates is buzzing, and it wasn't a vintage Arsenal performance. There's a lot to take away from this game, so let's break it down and look at 5 things we learned from Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Yo guys, T19 back with another video, and if you are excited, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we are charging towards 300 subscribers. City have just been beaten by Liverpool. Arsenal are 4 points clear on the table. It's happy days. So if you are happy, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you would also like to follow me on the social media, the links will be down in the description below, so be sure to check it out. Now let's get into this video. Now, just before we get into the 5 things we've learned, I just want to give my summary of the game. It wasn't a vintage Arsenal performance. Leeds started off very quickly. We know Elland Road is very difficult to go to. Their fans were ecstatic, and it was ultimately not the easiest of games. Leeds took the initiative early on. Arsenal fought back, got the goal, and sort of controlled the first half, but the second half was absolutely stressful to watch. Leeds kept running at Arsenal. It wasn't an easy game. It wasn't a vintage Arsenal performance, but we got the 3 points, and that's what matters. So now let's get into the 5 things. First on our list, and that is game management is getting better but needs work. I can't be too harsh, because on another day Arsenal would have lost this game. Pre-Mikel Arteta's prime team, Arsenal would have lost probably 3-4-1, because we were bad in the second half. We didn't play as good as I know we can. We've got to be able to hold the ball more. You know, when Arsenal saw how intense Leeds were planning to go at them, they wanted to manage the game. That's all good and fine. You're 1-0 up away from home in the middle of a Premier League title race. You've got to hold on to what you can get. But game management, it's certainly improving, but it needs work. We need to hold on to the ball better. We need to sort of control the game. That ball security needs to be there. And on the day today, it wasn't there. Arsenal kept losing the ball. We kept losing duels, and ultimately we kind of got lucky with this one. But the 3 points we're going, and that's all that matters. We just have to go back to the training ground and work on game management. The 5-3-2, it sort of helped out, but pre the 5-3-2, imagine we're trying to do like we go to probably Bayern Munich away, and we get 1-0 up, let's say late in the first half. In the second half, we know it's ultimately game management, and we won't sort of make a 5-3-2 substitution from the 46th minute. So we need to know how to manage the game properly. And you know, teams like Man City, they don't manage games by bringing on an extra defender. They just hold on to the ball, keep knocking the opponent around, and see if they can maybe nick another goal. And I think Arsenal should try and be like Man City. Let's manage games better and relieve the stress from the fans. But ultimately, I'm very happy we got the 3 points. Second thing we're going to discuss, and that is escape quality is there. Like I said earlier in this video, it was not a good day at the office for Arsenal. It was a very stressful day. And what actually won the game for Arsenal were moments of quality from players like Aaron Ramsdale, Bukayo Saka, and Martinelli as well. He had a very good game. It wasn't a vintage Martinelli performance, but he had a decent game. When you look at teams like Man City, they've got Kevin De Bruyne. Like, if everyone else isn't playing well, they can look at Kevin De Bruyne, they can look at Phil Foden, Jack Grealish to some extent, Bernardo Silva to some extent, and, well, Cancelo as well to some extent. So that's what happened in this game. Arsenal were ultimately not their best. The players weren't performing at the top level, and they just looked to those players who had a creative spark to help Arsenal escape from horrible days at the office. Bukayo Saka with a thunderbolt. I'm still confused on how he got that goal into the net, because the angle was very tight. Odegaard plays a very good ball to him, and I think Struijk did very good in defending Saka, making him go out wide, but ultimately Bukayo's quality is what showed in getting that goal. Ramsdale saved us a lot. We will get onto Ramsdale in a minute, but Ramsdale did very well for us. I think Gabriel Magalhães deserves some credit as well. Martinelli to some extent was helping slow the game down, and Fabio Vieira, I think he also showed quality. But ultimately, we've got to look to players, and we've got to know that big teams need players who can drag the team forward when the team isn't performing, and Arsenal certainly had that in this game. Third thing to be discussed, and that is Gabriel Magalhães' masterclass. I'm going to hold my hands up. I, in particular, I've given Gabriel Magalhães a lot of stick. I've criticized some of the things he's done. I've told him he has to get better and stuff. And today, he was hands down our best defender. With 100% aerial duels won, 90% pass accuracy, 80 touches, 9 duels contested, 8 duels won, 4 clearances, 4 blocks, 3 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 1 shot. I think the only thing left for Gabriel Magalhães is just to get a lead. Try to stop your emotions getting to you during the game, because late in the game, yes, Bamford makes a stupid challenge, but Gabriel Magalhães lets the emotions, the agenda surrounding the game, he let it get to his head when he throws out a foot that almost hits Bamford. So if the contact between Gabriel Magalhães and Bamford was just slightly more, that would have been a penalty. And initially, from what the ref saw, I don't blame him for giving the red card. But what I'm going to say to the ref is, you don't make decisions when you've not seen the situation clearly. Why do we have VAR? He's just gone. He hasn't seen the situation. He's gone over to the assistant referee, who says, "Oh yeah, Gabriel and Bamford's clashed into him, and he's sort of thrown a leg out." Yes, that. From that explanation, I myself would have given Gabriel a red card. But that's why we have VAR. And I think VAR, I don't like to say this, but VAR were good in this game. He went over to VAR. He saw, because Gabriel Magalhães was not with the ball at all. Aaron Ramsdale had claimed it. Then Patrick Bamford, literally, he goes like this into Gabriel's back. And what's Gabriel going to do? He falls over. Yes, he leaves a leg out. But that is an initial foul on Gabriel Magalhães. And if he can sort of get a lead over his emotions, I think he will be a nightmare to forwards all around Europe. Well done to Gabriel Magalhães. I'm one to give you a stick when you mess up, so I have to be one to give you praise when you put in a masterclass. Fourth thing, yes, is Masterclass FC. We have Ramsdale Masterclass. So with this game keeping a clean sheet, Aaron Ramsdale is now the second highest keeper. He made a decisive save in the first half from a clean set piece, and he almost got Arsenal a goal. If we were slightly better, slightly quicker in our decision making, this could have been 2-0, and it all started from Ramsdale's decisive save at the back. When Saliba took a heavy touch and Bamford went straight running at him. Let me tell you something, any other keeper or many other keepers in the world, once the striker's running at them, Ramsdale's out already. He's in a position where he doesn't want to be, on an ideal situation. Normal thing is when other keepers, what they would have done is to start retreating back to their goal. The striker has the advantage. He has tons of the goal to shoot at, and he ultimately scores. But Aaron Ramsdale says, nope, I'm here. I have to do something. He makes himself bigger, closes the angle for Patrick Bamford, makes the first save. The ball comes back to Bamford, and Ramsdale picks it out of his feet. That decision-making bailed out Saliba. And also in the corner situation where he was crowded and Arsenal really didn't have the strength or capacity to compete with Leeds in the aerial duels, he came out, he was punching the ball, he made some really good saves. And we've criticised Ramsdale this season. He also helped Arsenal in playing out of the very intense Leeds press. And going further into the season, if Arsenal are playing badly and Ramsdale keeps turning up like this, we will keep getting results. So we have to give a massive shout out to Aaron Ramsdale. Fifth thing, and that is Teta's Arsenal are cooking. Arsenal's recent victory over Leeds means for the first time in the club's 136-year history, Arsenal have won 9 of their opening 10 games of a top-flight season, with 24 goals scored, 10 goals conceded, and 4 clean sheets. Arsenal have picked up 27 points from a possible 30. That is mental to see. They have a goal difference of plus 14. Let's not forget, this is one of the youngest teams in the Premier League, with some new signings, so they've not hit their peak yet. They've won 9 out of possible 10. And here's a massive stat for you. The only teams to manage to win 9 games out of their first 10 are Newcastle of 95-96 season, Chelsea of 05-06 season, Man City of 2011-12 season, Liverpool of 19-20, Man City of 17-18, and now Arsenal of 22-23. Only one of the previous 5 failed to win the Premier League title. Like almost everyone taking this seriously, surrounded with the club, associated with the club. And I will say, we just have to stay humble, take it game by game. Yes, we're going to dream about the title, but let's not talk about it too much. Let's not jinx it. Let's stay humble, keep working, keep winning, and ultimately, if it's meant to be, it will be. Yes, boys and girls, we have come to the end of the video. But just to reward those of you who watched the video till the end, comment hashtag T19YT in the comments and I might pick you out for a shout out in my next video. But if you have enjoyed the video so far, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we are charging closer to $300. I will see you guys in the next one.